Cats. Starting with cats. Here we go. Martin Ferdinand Quadal made fish still life with two cats, Katzen und Fische, literally cats and fish, in 1781, bringing to life the playful nature of our fuzzy friends both as fish inspectors and admirers. The lettuce as a plate is a nice touch, and it's always nice to see how little the world changes when it comes to cats and their fish. To turn up the excitement, let's look at grass. Great piece of turf, das große Rasenstück, was painted in 1503 by the eminent artist Albrecht Dürer, a watercolor teeming with life. If you weren't looking closely, you may even think it was part of a forest or stream, but the natural swaying of the stalks invites a deeper inspection of every plant and the detail to which Dürer has created them. Switching continents to China, we can find peacocks. Cui Bai painted the peacocks in a Loquat Tree in the 11th century, paying close attention to the wonderful peacocks both in the center and to the side. Loquat fruit hang above them, being sought out by our smaller bird friends. Several flowers around the tree are also featured, tying together the painting into a larger look at animals and plants interacting in nature. Shifting to Japan, we have a more relaxing daytime painting of umbrellas on the street, made by Alfred in 1889, called Drying Umbrellas After the Rain. Adorably, the chickens have chosen the shade. I suppose even they tire of the sky water. Now we come to the Sundogs. Painted by Heinrich Vogtherr the Younger in 1538, this entry was titled Augsburg Miracle Sign Book, folio 136, Sundogs near Schönfeld, or in the German, Augsburger Wunderzeichenbuch, folio 136, Nebensonnen bei Schönfeld. A sundog is a reflection of the sun's light through ice crystals in the sky, usually during the winter time, hence Germany would stand a better chance of seeing these phenomena throughout the year. The reflected light creates what appears to be duplicate smaller suns in the sky, which is shown here, as well as an arc of light, which is why a circle was drawn as well. Best to end on a funeral. Our final feature shows the funeral procession of Agamemnon painted by Louis-Jean Desprez in 1787. The great king of Mycenae, Agamemnon, had returned home from the Trojan War only to be killed by his wife, Clytemnestra, or her lover. All of this is completely true. There is nothing that's been made up here. This is a rather fanciful scene of what his funeral could have looked like, and fancy doesn't even begin to describe this painting. It is actually a watercolor from the perspective of the entrance or lobby to a large, elaborate building, a palace or temple filled with ornate and spectacular details. Corinthian columns hold aloft blank friezes with molding along the bottom and above the cornice, which has been detailed with dentils and modillons. There are also pedestals featuring statues of priests topped by sheathed swords and garlands as friezes between column capitals, and running along the bottom of the molding, rosettes carved into square inserts in the upper walls, and statues throughout of priests pouring fluids into basins and pedestals of snakes. The snakes are a common motif found all over the area, probably due to their role in the ancient Greek religion as symbols of healing. Beneath a central groin vault, and between arched entryways, priests and worshippers line the sides of the main hall, with soldiers parading and men in uniform leading a chariot with a panoply raised as a trophy. Flags hail their entrance to a temple with even more impressive designs above itself, culminating in a pyramid rising through some unseen space.